What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Not for long. Not for long, honey. NFL, not for long. We down here. I already made a video. I almost forgot my damn Real Housewives of New Jersey video. So that's really what we on right now. So let's see what's going on down to the blogs. The people
I sponsor the now. Yes. I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
are in an uproar that Lenny Kravitz has been celibate for 9 years, and the men don't understand it. They're taught part of their manhood is not having self-control or self-discipline, ironically. But you do have some male groups that promote self-control and self-discipline, but then you have other male groups that don't understand self-control and self-discipline and are literally led by their genitalia for their entire life. And so it is what it is. So it says, oop, the Hollywood Reporter under fire for featuring majority of white actress on their main cover, but the majority people of color actresses on their digital cover. What? One was for drama and one was for comedy. So I don't understand. And this is the part that bothers me about this thing, this black thing, and using it and throwing out a black card and trying to get people to be triggered off of it. Like, right, like they're doing something wrong with black women again. They're doing something wrong with black people again. They're doing something wrong. They're doing something wrong. Triggered, get triggered, light up, get your light up, right? To emotionally ignite you. And that's when I'm talking about things not triggering me. Does not mean, like I was thinking about that yesterday, does not mean that I'm not actively looking for black woman owned businesses. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just not going to be on the other side, the suffering side of that identity. I no longer reside there. I never really have reside there, but this idea that our identities in this matrix is attached to struggle, so much so that it's used to get an emotional reaction out of you, right? The Hollywood Reporter has two covers, a digital cover and a real cover. The real cover, the physical cover is for drama queens. The digital cover is for the comedy queens. But you have people who will be like, oh, look, this is an opportunity to emotionally ignite black people, black women specifically, because it's your emotions that actually shift things. So let's move black women into action. Let's emotionally ignite them. Let's light them up. Throw a race card out there. Tell them black women are the most disrespected. Let's get them. Me, I'm not. You ain't gonna throw no black card at me to get me to move into action. You're not. You're not gonna continuously try to get me to consume blackness as struggle. The identity of being a melanated person in this system. You're not gonna get me with the black card. You're not. I said, I left the comment and my comment was removed by Instagram. I said it's literally two covers, one drama, one comedy. Black people stay with a deck of race cards, and it has created a numbness for me. I'm desensitized. I've become desensitized. You're not going to emotionally ignite me by claiming someone, quote, black is being done wrong. Because lately, when you peel back the layers, it has nothing to do with race. I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm so done with that. I'm sorry. Did you see that what they did? No, I didn't see it. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. I'm not, nothing in me is like lit up from that. Y'all, it's like you are erroneously playing these cards just to ignite emotion out of people, to harvest the energy of black women, of black people, of melanated women under this system. You use these women to move, to shift energy to shift consciousness. And what they're using you to using your energy to shift consciousness to more of this depth of struggle and strife. And you should have listened to the way that this woman, somebody said something about Kendrick Lamar and Drake, their battle going back and forth, and the way that she took it and interpreted and projected this awful image of being melanated under a system of patriarchy. And it was just this awful imagery. And it's like, when do you get tired of giving that part of the identity fuel? When do you get tired of that? When do you get tired? And it's ironic that it's, and another thing popped in. I hope I don't forget it. Please remind me that there was a tweet online of a woman saying, talking about Black femicide in London and who's responsible for it and why people don't want to really talk about it because of who the perpetrators are. Because of who the perpetrators are, then they start saying it's a Black thing, it's a Black thing, it's a Black thing. And there are literally women in the comments because the profile picture of the person who made the comment looked like an Asian woman profile picture. You know how people use people's pictures, random pictures of Asian characters, anime characters, and it'd be Black bodies, Black melanated bodies behind those fucking profile pictures. But there were literally women in the comments defending Blackness and femicide, but defending Blackness when this woman said that Black men are the perpetrators of this Black femicide. And Black women in the comments, blinded, dazed, and confused in the vortex of Black, that they were literally defending their perpetrators. Because they were defending Black before their womanhood. We're talking about Black femicide. And a non-Black profile picture says, we don't really want to talk about it, but it's Black men who are the perpetrators of Black femicide, but we don't want to talk about that. And there are women in the replies defending Blackness. This woman is telling you Black men are the ones that are killing y'all. And it's because the profile picture is not a Black face. People are telling her, this doesn't have anything to do with you. You mind your business. And there's Black faced women profile pictures defending Blackness over womanhood. This is none of your business. You don't want nobody to look over here. That's the problem now. While you think it's a protecting cover over you, it's actually allowing you to continue to be abused over and over and over again, to the point where you are, ding, I'm defending Black. I'm defending Black. I'm defending Black. But we're talking about Black women being murdered and killed. And because a non-Black face said, it's really Black men, but y'all don't want to talk about it, y'all defend the Black men and tell this person who is like, I'm speaking up for Black women, period. And you want to defend Blackness over your womanhood, but then get mad at all the 54% who voted for their whiteness over their womanhood. Oh, similar, maybe? I don't know. But they removed my comment. That's all I said. The Kelly Rowland thing. It was a Black thing. It was a Black thing. It was a Black thing. Then when we saw the woman was that French woman, that rude ass French woman was doing it to someone else. Oh, it's a people of color thing. It's a people of color thing. Girl, fucking pick a struggle. I'm gonna let you listen to what this Black woman, this melanated woman. I'm trying to get. It's gonna be me going back and forth with the words because I'm trying to get out of that. I'm really trying to get out of that, and it's been almost 50 years of saying that, right? So I got to get out of it. Less than 50 years, but you know what I mean. I want you to hear this woman, the way that she described the situation with Drake and here she goes, with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar and Drake's beef actually matters. Let's listen to what she says.
This is just something I've been wanting to talk about for a minute, but fuck the edits, fuck trying to do some shit for social media. This is just like really important. I saw this video and this girl was saying like, there's so much more important things going on in the world and everybody knows about this Drake and Kendrick Lamar thing. This rap dispute, this beef is more important than just a thing. If you can say that, then you're not about this culture. You're not in this culture, and then don't fucking speak on it. If you don't know what it's like to be black.
Listen to what she aligns her culture and listen to what she aligns her blackness with. Listen. And she's not the only one. So a lot of people like that. And it puts you in a state of perpetual victimhood. You're always the victim in whatever aspect of life. And that's like literally a frequency and a vibration that I can't vibrate there. It's fucking static for me. It's static. Listen to the way that this woman, what she aligns with her culture. Listen.
This rap dispute, this beef is more important than just a thing. If you can say that, then you're not about this culture. You're not in this culture, and then don't fucking speak on it. If you don't know what it's like to be black in America, if you don't know what it's like to live in this fucking struggle, if you don't know what it's like to be us, then just don't fucking speak on it. This shit here is real. Being in this ghetto, being in this hood, this shit is real. And a lot of us don't even know how to get up out of this shit. Y'all aren't seeing y'all homies die. Y'all aren't eating pork rinds to keep y'all stomachs full. Y'all not doing that shit. Y'all not watching y'all parents be crackheads and prostitutes and doing this shit to make ends meet. Y'all not dealing with that shit. To have somebody who's not even a black American come over here and make a mockery out of hip hop, which is our actual lives. Like these Kendrick songs, this music, these hip hop artists, this is not just a fucking rap song. This is our life. And if you don't get that shit, that's cool. That's cool. Just don't speak on that shit. This is more than a rap beef. This is somebody actually giving a damn about what the fuck we go through. And just because you got a check, you don't get to sit here and make a mockery out of what the fuck we actually live through. So, disrespectfully, if this is just something I've been wanting to talk about. Some music, these hip hop artists, this is not just a fucking rap song. This is our life. And if you don't get that shit, that's cool. That's cool. Just don't speak on that shit.
Don't speak on that
shit. This is more than a rap beef. This is somebody actually giving a...
Y'all be eating pork rinds to keep your stomach full? Girl, what the fuck? I have no, I can't, I don't, everything she said, I don't even, I can't, I don't even know. That's not my black experience. Sorry. It hasn't been my so-called black experience under this system in this patriarchy. That has not been my experience at all. And for people like this who align this underbelly of behavior and this, oh, woe is me, oh, po black kid, you, to align that with your blackness and not one time mention essay an abuse that Kendrick is actually accusing this man of while we dancing and crip walking and shit. This man is literally accusing this man of being a pedophile. And that's all you can gather from it. Some fucking pork rinds and living in the ghetto and the hood and shit. I don't know what the fuck. That's why I said that identity, like I said, that is the reason why you have to literally understand, just because we share identity does not mean we are in community. I nothing that woman said I associate with my experience here as a melanated person in a female body at all. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. And I'm so done with the perpetual victimhood and this thing where you just can't catch a break. You a victim in every aspect of life because of your race. When we know that it's literally a social construct and it's an illusion. It is an illusion. Nobody's saying that there are groups of people that are, quote, struggling, but that's not and should not be a part of your identity. And how you connect to another melanated person is through this trauma and struggle. I don't need to connect to you through trauma and struggle. If the only reason why you resonate with me is you feel like we struggle the same, like that shit is wild as hell. That's a crazy launching pad. Crazy as hell. And I want to read some of the comments from that Black femicide post, where we have you in this vortex of race and you don't even realize that you run up to the front for Blackness because you are protecting Black men. But when it's time to run up to the front for Blackness that is in a female body or in a queer body, there's nobody to be found. But let somebody say something about a Black man. Y'all on the front lines ready for war. And them niggas never show up for y'all. Never. Show me a time in history where these motherfuckers showed up for y'all the way y'all be showing up, stomping and hollering and screaming. Tamika Mallory in my head, while George Floyd's homeboy, the one who said that Black women are more of a threat to Black men than police, and then a few months later, a fucking cop kneels on the neck of his homeboy, and guess who's screaming and hollering for him? A little short Black woman. And had that been her who had a fucking cop kneel on her fucking carotid artery and wear her out till she took her last breath, yelling for her mama, do you know them motherfucking niggas would be trying to figure out a way that she was out of order and out of law order? They would try to figure out a way to blame her for somebody killing her if that had been Tamika Mallory laying on the fucking pavement. You think any of them niggas would be screaming in fucking mics for y'all? But as soon as somebody says something about a Black man, y'all ready for war. It's sick. It's psychotic for me. It's giving psychotic. It's giving psychosis for me. I want you to listen to these comments. Let me find it. Here it is. BBC News UK says Black women in London face higher femicide rates, and it sends a link. This person, and I'm going to show you their profile picture. There's their profile picture. Their profile says Rad Femme South Asian. This person says in response to that BBC article, the problem here is Black men, but you can't say that because we have to pretend that they're the most victimized demographic in the world. When I tell you Black women are in the comments going crazy on the, listen, here it says racist non-Black Rad Femme in Black folks business again. What's new? This is a man. Another Woman says, yep, they're seen as a protected class of victims now. It's taboo to ever actually hold them accountable for their behavior. Here's another person, but you can't say that. You're not a part of our community, so you feel comfortable speaking on it. No need to censor the word black. We've been having this conversation and support black women in this aspect. You're adding victimize as is just is just your typical South Asian racism showing. Black men are only superficially as protected demographic, and that's only because of white guilt. The replies are so scary. Shit, I ain't never killed a bitch. So I can blame you for COVID? Clearly, you were the one eating bat soup. Things like this is what gets blurred because they say black and the whole time it's Africans and the negativity gets lit on blackness. You just typed it. You can say it. I concur your message, but I'm happy you said pretend because the most victimized demographic in the world has been black women. Here we go. You want to be the most victimized. South Asian woman talking about black men. Worry about the men in your third world toilet bowls role playing as countries. While South Asian men are busy honor killing South Asian women, you're on here yapping about black men. Make it make sense. The funniest thing is that you literally foresaw how they see themselves as victims, and they're literally showing it in the replies. Now let's read some of the quoted replies because it's 774 quoted replies. Asian feminists talk about black issues, but if they talked about her own men, she could be kicked out of her own community because Asians are not feminists. The great trick is feminism as a weapon can only be used against black men. Let me show you why. Girl, what the fuck these niggas be saying is crazy. I guess there's a reason why black men date me. Look at those replies. The fact that a South Asian woman can see 90% of what black women fail to, her being Asian doesn't make what she said false. It shows how destructive and violent black men are to a point where other races are noticing. Society really messed up coddling this community because it's these niggas that are under the tweet acting like they're innocent and the original post is lying. Now, non-black turf censoring the word black. You aren't wrong. Black men need to be held accountable, but this just feels like you're using a black woman's trauma as a veneer for your racism. So if black men vanish for a period of time, do you really believe you'd still wouldn't be treated worse than any other women? Also, if not, would you replace black women in their previous tier hierarchy? And every black female in the replies, yes, man, say it again for the people in the back, is a fucking failure. How dare you let an outsider speak on what is set to come out of your womb should you have a son? Feminism fails to acknowledge or honor the true responsibility as a woman. That's a black woman. Girl, tell them the whole world sees. Imagine killing women is a black people's business, right? Like, don't say anything about black. Here's another black woman in the comment section. You'd think she said anything other than pointing out black men are the reason for the femicide, but to black men she can't speak on it because she's not black. Bunch of fools. These men ain't even worried that these women are killed. They're worried about protecting their image when the global social image of black men is in the toilet. And it is not a melanated woman's responsibility to mend that image. You act like we live in silos. You act like we are literally segregated. You act like we are not in a global community where, yes, propaganda, media, or whatever, but if it wouldn't be shown if they didn't have the content to show it. All this domestic violence going on throughout all of these communities, all of these men just killing women to prove their masculinity, to prove their manhood. That's what I'm saying. It's not happening to just Black women, but Black femicide is a problem. But then when you mention the perpetrators of that problem, you women turn around, forget your women that are being victimized, and try to protect Blackness. And you don't even, the crazy part is that the programming is so deep, you don't even realize when you hear a ding, and it's just like, it's so crazy. I gotta go. That's the only things that I want to that's the only thing I want to talk about. They're done. That's how the people be looking with them serial numbered teeth. They're done. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Just think about what I said. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think. I know sometimes I say things and you'd be like, Erica, sometimes I'm with you and sometimes I can't get jiggy with that shit. But just think about it. Anyways, y'all, I got to go. Take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Have a good weekend. Peace.